Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to art class with Mr. Mazer. This week, we're going to do a fun pop-out drawing. This is going to be one of those surprise reveals in anticipation of Easter coming up this week. We're going to do a baby chick popping out of an egg. And you can even decorate the egg. That's what we're going to do to give it a little more Easter flair. But you don't have to necessarily, in case you don't celebrate Easter. That's fine. Chickens and eggs aren't really religious. So here we go. You're gonna need a paper, something to draw with, and I'm gonna draw with a Sharpie to give contrast so you can see it really well in the video. So the first thing we're going to do is we're gonna fold the paper in half to create that reveal. So I'm gonna take from the top, fold it down to the bottom, line it up, and then smooth down that center. Now, once I have it like that, and we see it opening this way, then I'm gonna fold it back, and I'm gonna take the opening at the bottom and fold it in half again. Only this time I'm gonna fold up, line it up right on the edge, smooth it out, just like that. Now, first thing we're gonna do, drawing with the paper closed like this, we're gonna create the egg. So, first off, I'm gonna hold it closed along the bottom here. I'm not gonna do this all the way across, but I'm gonna make a zigzag line to create the illusion of grass. So I'm just gonna do it very uneven, kind of like this. Kind of looks like flames, grass, just like that. Real easy. Step number 2, I'm going to make the egg. So I'm going to start. Now this is really the star of the show here, so I'm going to make it nice and big. So I'm going to start at my fold, go up kind of close to the top, and bring it back down. So nice big arch, just like that. Now next, I'm going to connect these two spots. So I'm going to line it up, bring it down, and curve in a bit so it looks like it's going behind that grass. A little 3D effect there. So we went out and down. So there is our beautiful egg. Now, I'm going to do some designs on my egg so it looks more festive. You do not have to do this, but you can. So I'm going to do zigzag like that. I'm going to add another zigzag line over here on the bottom. Now, I'm going to add some straight lines. Now, if you do it just straight, it's going to be, flatten it out a bit, but if you curve the line, then you can make the egg look a little more three-dimensional. So I'm going to curve just very slightly, so it looks like that egg is actually rounded in space. And I'm going to do that on the bottom too here. And that one's going to end up going behind that little bit of grass there. And I think I'm going to add some shapes. I'm going to just do some simple circles. You could really add any shapes you like here. You could do diamonds, hearts, squares, triangles, any kind of design. Be as creative as you like. So that's going to complete the egg part of my drawing. Now it's time to draw the little baby chick. So our baby chick's going to be popping out. Now, first thing before I do that, I'm going to close off the egg. So I'm going to go just below that fold, because we don't want to see it when it's folded, and do a straight line. And I'm going to do that up here too. Connect those. Now the first thing we're going to do is our little baby chick's head. So I'm going to start with another very soft zigzag line, create the illusion of that fur, that nice soft yellow baby chick fur. And you want to be real careful when you go out that you don't go over that fold there. Now I'm going to connect these with a nice big circle. So we're going to make a circular chick head. So let's start here and go down right to the fold, right the fold in the middle of that paper, and go connect it just like that, okay? Now, our chick's head is going to be very simple. I'm gonna do just a nice big oval on the side for an eye. And I'm gonna do one on this side too. Now, I know a lot of you have different ways that you like to do the insides of the eye, so I'll let you pick and choose what you do. You can do it like me. So I'm gonna do another oval inside here. And I always like to do that circle inside and then color in the rest so it looks like light is hitting. Creates that realistic effect. But you can do it any way you like. And then I'm also gonna follow that one more time. All right, so now we have our chick's eyes. Now I'm gonna do the beak. We're gonna do a top and a bottom to it. So we're gonna make, it's gonna be kind of like a big triangle in here, but if you ever really look at a chick or chicken, a duck, they're usually kind of rounded. So we're gonna do a more rounded one. So I'm gonna start here and do kind of a U-ish shape, like that. And then I'm gonna connect it, make sure those edges are a little bit curved here and here. Now, inside here, this is where I'm gonna do more of a pointed beak. So I'm gonna start up here to the middle and come up on that side. And if you ever look at a chick real close, they do have these like little holes right in there. So I'm gonna add those. Now, my next step, do the body on this hat, this quarter of the page. So I'm gonna start with another, just like we did here, we're gonna have that fur kind of fluffing out. So I'm gonna do a short little zigzag, say 3 or 4 little ones like that, give it a little texture. And then I'm gonna bat it out and connect it into the body. Now I want it to go a little bit farther than the head, because you know, babies have big heads, but they're not always bigger than the body. So wherever this head is, we're gonna make sure we go out a little bit farther for the body and then bring it in. And then you're gonna do that same thing over on this side. Now, next step, I'm going to create my chick's wings. So I'm gonna start in here and do a curved line. And I'm gonna stop. And I'm just gonna do another little zigzag. I'm not gonna connect it there. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. And our final step, we're gonna add his little chick feet about to crawl out of that egg. So we're gonna do kind of, it's gonna look like the top of a heart, or you could just do 2 curves like that. Now, if you're working on these at home, I've included an image of this all colored in. You can look up an image of a baby chick, or if you want it to be more fantasy, you can color it any way you like. If you do celebrate Easter and you want to make this look very Eastery, I would suggest using, you know, pastel colors, those like very light colors of green, pink, blue, very Eastery spring colors. And chicks usually come out yellow, I think, but you're the artist, so you can make those decisions, color it any way you like. And that is it for this week's class. I hope you had a good time drawing your little baby chick. Popping out so we can see the final effect here. It's closed, and then boom, here we go. Surprise, Easter chick. Hope y'all have a lovely long weekend, and we'll see you back after the break.